Hey guys, it's Nate. Welcome back to the Power Pro YouTube channel. We got a real exciting one for you here today, as this is a brand new to you mower and a brand new to us mower. This here is the Spartan Shield. This is one of the first models rolled out that Spartan has used what Toro has brought to the table as far as their deck, their spindles, and their engineering.
At Power Pro, we have the power you need.
Now, as you can see, I'm standing in between the Hustler Raptor XL and the all-new Spartan Shield. So the reason that I'm standing in between the two is because this is going to be the most comparable mower that's out on the market today, as far as the price, as far as the engine, as far as even the transmissions. But before we start getting into nitpicking about what would fit you better in a zero-turn mower, let's go over this all-new Spartan Shield since it just came out on the market and go over some of the key points. The first thing that Toro did with this, and that you're going to notice from the video, is the deck screams Toro. It's using the Toro spindles. It's the reinforced 10-gauge Toro deck on it. As we come around the mower, you're going to notice one of the things they updated that might have been one of the downfalls of the other Spartan mowers is they went to a magnetic pin deck height adjustment. So before it was the twist knob, you push on the pedal, turn the twist knob. Sometimes the twist knob was stripping out some other stuff. Toro got rid of it, put the magnetic pin in. The next thing they did is there's no touch screen here like on the other Spartans that were this size. So it's now a keyed machine and it's very plain Jane. You got your choke, you got your throttle. The coolest thing though that a lot of people are liking and that we're liking ourselves is the PTO switch here. It's not the normal pull and push down to disengage. It's a rocker switch there. Now, going from the switch, we're going to walk around here. We're going to stop right here at the 20-inch tire compared to the Hustler Raptor that runs the 18-inch tire. These are 20, a little bit bigger, a little bit softer ride, but where it does help is it gives you more room for air pressure adjustment, which will help you in the wetter grasses. It could help you with the hills. They're both powered by the Hydro Gear 2200 transmissions. As we walk around to the very back of it, you're going to notice the same engine in either one of them. The Kawasaki FR691V, which is a 23 horsepower robust Kawasaki engine. The one thing that I will say that I do absolutely like about this is instead of the battery being under the seat and fiddling with it if it would go dead or whatever, or sitting over the season, it's right here on the side, which is easily accessible to if you would have to put a jump pack on it if you want to take it out for winter maintenance or whatever. It's easily accessible. One of the biggest differences between the two mowers, so you run about a 3-gallon fuel capacity on the Hustler Raptors. This Spartan Shield comes with a 5-gallon tank, which is something to think about if you're the landowner that has a little bit more acreage than the next person to mow with. It's going to last a little bit longer. So as we have the seat flipped up here, first of all, you're going to notice the 5-gallon capacity fuel tank. It's not as big as what you would think in this mower. The next thing you're going to notice is the seat. Now, I mentioned before that there's no springs to rest the platform on like the Hustler would. It does have these little rubber shock absorbers here that do rest on the seat frame. The one thing that is very nice about the Spartan is you use this twist knob here, loosen it, and you can easily slide the seat down to adjust it or slide it up to make you feel more comfortable in the mower. Once again, the more comfortable you are in a machine, the more you're going to use it fullest to its capabilities. So now we're going to go from the fuel tank capacity, we're going to go over to the front of the mower, and we're going to hit on some of the smaller points that I want to bring up. So the forks on these are massive. It's a bigger front tire to help you with the smoother ride that we were talking about with the bigger rear tires as well. As you can see, I took the well padded and insulated floor pan off here. It's still the same Spartan design that you can easily get to the belt, you can easily get to the pulleys, you can easily take the leaf blower, blow the debris away from the belt, which helps with belt wear and tear. So next, I'm going to be getting up into the seat. So now that I'm up in the seat, some of the things I want to bring to your attention. First of all, the seat design is very comparable to the Hustler. It does not have the armrest, which the Hustler has. The one thing the Hustler also has over the Spartan is that you're resting on springs in the back. The springs, however, aren't adjustable, so the little bit bigger guys, the springs are going to be maxed out anyway. It's not going to be a big yay or nay situation for you. Now, the one thing I will say, sitting in the Spartan, is that you sit more down in. I feel a little bit safer if I would have to hug a hill in this mower. This comes up a little bit higher with the cup holder. It just feels like you're down in and a little bit safer. Now, I was able to put this thing to a little bit of a test today. I got to mow around our property. I will say the cut on this was actually, it was very, very clean. So as I was cutting with it, some of the things I noticed was the deck here, it's a little bit harder to edge with compared to the Hustler, but it's nothing that is going to make or break it, because once you get used to the square edge versus the round edge, there's going to be no difference. The next thing I noticed is when I was mowing with it compared to the old Spartans, the deck linkage, it just wasn't there like the higher grade, higher profile mowers were. This one, I did it at faster speeds, slower speeds, everything in between, hitting the little bumps and stuff that everybody's yard has. This deck did not move at all. It left a nice clean cut wherever I was going, no matter how fast I was going. The one thing I also noticed is it's much more rigid and a lot stronger built than some of the other Spartans that they were previously doing before Toro got a hold of it, especially in the residential series. So as I was saying here, the Raptor XL is the most comparable to the Spartan mower. They're both wonderful machines. They both will do whatever you have in store for it. I mean, honestly, there's nothing that'll make one better over the other. It's more of what you're looking for. It's more of the results that you're looking for. If you have a little bit smaller of a yard but don't want to give up the ride, maybe the Raptor XL with the 3-gallon fuel capacity. If you have the acreage and you're not looking to fill up your tank as much, maybe the 5-gallon, which will ride the same. Now, the XL, like I said, you have the armrest. Yeah, also have the 2200 Hydra gears. So, I hope this mower was as exciting to you as it was to us, that we first finally got to lay eyes on it. We got to run it. We got to test it. If you want any more info, Spartan and Hustler are both offered. So at any of our 9 locations, we'll be able to help you. We'll be able to answer any questions you have. Right now, these are not out on all of our showrooms, but we have the spec sheets. We have what you're looking for. If you have questions, feel free to call.
Power Pro, the power you need.